We have a brandy new Smith & Wesson M&P9 2.0. Beautiful gun. We'll take a few shots here. We've got a target set up at just over 12 yards. Well, I guess that took care of the bad guy. That's 37 feet. These are little Hornady 100 grain critical defense light. Super low recoil loads. But since they are only 100 grains, I'm going to give them a try through the M&P 2.0 and see if it chokes. This cartridge will choke up a lot of 9mm, so we'll see what happens. No problem whatsoever. I really like this gun. Easy to handle. The slide release is real easy to use. Smith & Wesson did an outstanding job on the grip. Fits my hand beautifully. It's a very coarse, stippled finish, and it just feels great in my hand. So when you go to your local pro shop and you test drive your selection of full-size 9mm, I think you're really going to like this. I think it's the best pistol, the best full-size pistol anyway that Smith & Wesson has ever made. Really nice. They've improved the trigger. I didn't spend any time with the original, but the M&P 2.0, it's really outstanding. And as far as I'm concerned, it's just better handling, easier grip. The sights are a little coarse. It's a normal 3-dot array that you get. So some people might want to go with aftermarket sights. I like XS sights, particularly for the front, tritium front sight. But for a nightstand gun, it's ideal. It's also a pretty good looking gun, considering it goes into the striker-fired Glock-ish polymer frame genre of guns. It's balanced extremely well. The magazines are extremely well done, easy to load, not much rattles on the gun. You've got your Picatinny rail if you want to put flashlights on it or a laser, your choice of accessories. I like just a plain basic gun for a nightstand self-defense gun. That's what it is. It's also just fun to shoot, fun to plink with. Very low recoil as far as I'm concerned. Some people don't like the Glock safe action trigger with the little flap. Well, this is striker fired, but it gets away from that. And trigger it's not a hair trigger. It's not supposed to be, but it's actually pretty nice. I mean, you're not going to move your gun when you hit the trigger, which is all that's required for a gun of this type. I mean, for a match gun, you may want rather than a Browning tilt barrel type, a revolver, you know, with a rigid, solid barrel and perhaps a 2.25 pound trigger. That isn't, this isn't that type of gun as far as I'm concerned. But I really do like it. I'm impressed with it. I think it's all in all, it's certainly a better fit for me and more fun to shoot than the Ruger American, than the recent Remington RP9, which would be its competitors, and I actually like it better than the Glock. I still have my Glocks. They work just fine. But I think Smith & Wesson has really done a fabulous job here. When you try one for yourself, I think you'll agree, because it's just an extremely well done striker fired pistol. Apparently they've added some rigidity to the frame here. They've extended the stainless steel inserts. So, well, that may be, it's not something that you can tell by shooting it, but it is soft shooting, controllable, real easy to grip, and I'll do some more shooting with it. But I think it's an outstanding job by Smith & Wesson here. Really, really good. I should mention what comes in the box, because a lot of pistols come in little cardboard boxes, but Smith & Wesson gives you a nice hard plastic, well-foamed case that is lockable. You've also got 2 magazines. You can see it's lockable from the padlock hole right here. Very, very nice. And you have a whopping 4 different back straps to choose from. So there is no such thing as a pistol that's going to fit everybody, but you've got a great chance here, because you've got 4 different back straps to choose from. Pretty easy to exchange with this little doohickey on the bottom that you twist. So disassembly is easy. If anything, it's easier than a Glock. You just rotate one little disassembly lever. That's all there is to it. You don't have to pull the trigger to disassemble it. You can manually push the extractor out of the way, but as far as I'm concerned, that's a waste of time. I dry fire it, and then it's comes right apart. We'll continue at 37 feet. It's a little over 12 yards. This time I'll try some Hornady Critical Defense 115 grain. So that would be more appropriate for self-defense use. I like the Hornady 115 grain Critical Defense a lot. If you want more penetration, depending on your application, well, you can use the Critical Duty. It's your choice. But the 115 grain Critical Defense is relatively soft shooting, accurate. We'll see how it does here. Let me change paper. Well, there you go. That's really more accuracy than you need for self-defense, as far as I'm concerned. And that's not off of a ransom rest or even a pistol rest. I just rest the heel of my hand on a bag and take a few shots. So the pistol's far more accurate than I am. So hard not to be happy with this gun. It's for what it's designed to do. It's excellent. It's hard for me to get incredibly enthusiastic about 9mm pistols because I've got 20 of them and I've had 50 or 60 of them over the years, and it goes all the way back to Walther P38s that you needed hardball with that didn't do well with hollow points. This is an exceptional pistol. I really like it. It's not a competition gun, it's not a race gun, although there's performance options available in terms of aftermarket triggers, and there's the Smith & Wesson Performance Center options to go with too. But just right out of the box, I think this is going to satisfy most anybody that's looking for a full-size 9mm pistol with a standard capacity of 17 rounds. I mean, it's really a nice 9mm. The grip is, again, just outstanding as far as I'm concerned. I think everybody's going to love that. The trigger is pretty good. It's not a race trigger by any means, but for a self-defense trigger, all-purpose trigger, I think Smith & Wesson did a good job here. Certainly an improvement from the original model, and it just feels great in the hand. And it's reliable with everything. Every piece of junk that I've fed through it, it runs like a champ, including super light 100 grain stuff that a lot of pistols stuff it up on. So absolutely reliable out of the box, and like I said, I don't get wound up about 9mm pistols all that often, but excellent job here by Smith & Wesson. Check it out. I think you'll have to have one.